Okay, good afternoon and welcome to another show full of dark, twisted things going on in the kingdoms of ruin. Now, we're going to episode 4, and I gotta say, diving back to last week was a cliffhanger. And now, back to this. Now we're on this episode 4 of it, and we got another cliffhanger, everybody. Another cliffhanger. Now, Adonis, my boy Adonis, what can I say? Looking back from the first episode up to now, I never hated him. I never hated his work. I never hated what he's going through. I understand what he's going through because redo of Healer, Rise of the Shield Hero, Akami got killed, and Elfin Light. I understand what he's going through. And then we get to this episodes, we find out it's a fake. And now the biggest cliffhanger is with Adonis. Well, all the answers has been fulfilled, and this was one of those things where you sat down and looked back and you said, okay, 4 episodes in, and this is what they gave us? Wow. So, without further ado, let's get right to the review of the Kingdoms of Ruin, because there's some things we got to go on and discuss. Okay, now, Adonis wakes up. Imagine you waking up in a place where, imagine you wake up in a place. You wake up and there's a whole lot of witches. And you realize yourself, wow, these witches have been, for 10 years, these witches have been killed. For years, these witches have been tortured. And years of getting their head chopped off. This episode was so, I gotta be honest with you guys, happy and sad. Look, Adonis wakes up to a place where Madame Ophelia, every time I think of Ophelia, I'm thinking Claymore. But anyway, Ophelia is like the head of these witches. And this isolated dome on the moon, while humans on planet Earth, the witches are on the moon. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, all this to bring Chloe back. That's the whole plot of all this. The whole plot of this was to bring Chloe back. That has been the plot since day one. Since day one for 10 years. This was the plot to bring Chloe back from the dead. And then his quill, he finally got his quill back. And they go to this tree where the tree is like the rebirth of everything. Like a rebirth to reborn back. This was Chloe. I mean, he sees Chloe in one of the trees, but it's not the Chloe. This is we could bring her back. With your written magic, we could bring Chloe back. Now, again, I asked myself this question. Okay, wait, so 4 episodes in and that's all that's it? That's it? That's it. That's what we gotta do. Bring Chloe back. Take Adonis to the land of the witches and the moon. Use your written magic. Use every memory you have of Chloe. And then boom, bada bing, bada boom. You got her back. But then I'm like, Adonis is not a joke. It's this is why I liked him. Because he knows something was fucked up. He knows something wait a minute. You guys abandoned Chloe because she trained a human. That's why you banish her. The scars on her body when she was bathing tells the story. And because of that, you ban Chloe because she was training a human. That was that. Okay, now, everything was supposed to be okay, we can free Chloe. But the thing about what I like about Adonis is that, yeah, right, I'm not playing dumb. Because the girl who knows Dorica, the long pink hair girl, Adonis knew from the start that this was not just a bring Chloe back. Oh yeah, Chloe's back. Yay, we're free. No, he knows shit was wrong, guys. This is why I like Adonis. He knows shit was wrong. Because before Dorica died, he goes on saying, her last words were, they're gonna use her. That it's not they're going to be happy to see her. They're going to use Chloe for the following. Gather some humans. And Chloe is good at making quills. So with her, they're going to use Chloe to make quills and to make an army to go against the humans. Gather some human slaves, have them use written quill, using the quills for Chloe to make quills, and to have all these humans as they slave to go against the humans. Sorry, but that's the plan. That's the ultimate plan, to make an army. They do not care. Madame Ophelia and the other witches don't give a fuck about Chloe. All they care is using her will of making quills and wills of making quills to have them use written magic against the other humans. That's what's the whole plan. They don't care. They don't care. This is still the verge of witches versus humans. We're still on that war frame, guys. 10 years of still fighting. And then we got to see the magic. The ritual. We got to see the magic of Adonis using written magic and see all the memories of Chloe to bring her back. And those flashbacks was really sad. Like the moments where he was a kid and just have her and him and Chloe looking at the stars and just naming constellations. That was great. And then we got to see a moment where when he was still a kid, he saw Chloe with all these bruises on her body while she was bathing. He saw all the bruises on her body and she was crying. It was sad. It was happy moments, but there was also sad moments. Like I said, in terms of Adonis's flashbacks, it was so sad. So sad. And then that other sad moment was really touching. Like when he saw Chloe being revived, Chloe said, "Thank you." I mean, it was like Adonis, like, this, you don't want this. But thank you for having a good life. Thank you for teaching me magic. Thank you for teaching me to be myself. Thank you for everything. And you can see Chloe in that last bit of moment saying, "Thank you." It's like, it's sad because Chloe doesn't want to be resurrected. The whole premise of this was for Chloe to be resurrected, and then her and Adonis have a good life together. But now the whole purpose of bringing Chloe back, he knows that this is not what Chloe wants. This is not what Chloe wants. And for her to say thank you, it's like all the flashbacks was a way of saying thank you for being in my life. Thank you, Adonis, for being in my life. As a human, you treated me so well. You're the first human that treated me like all kindness and stuff. So that to me, that's a sign of she did the right thing. She did the right thing to let it go. And he reversed the spell and brought back the girl, Dorica, who not only got in prison, but also got sniped. Sacrificing her will for the sake of Adonis, like, that was the thing. And I like that. Now, I get it. That's a cliffhanger. Look. I'm not surprised by a cliffhanger because, again, shows like this, we're bound to have cliffhangers. I mean, like, for real. Prison School got cliffhangers. I'm not surprised it got cliffhangers. But this right here, it did. But overall, this episode actually was happy and sad. Think about it. It was happy to see Chloe once again. But it was also sad and happy, oxymoron type vibe, to see Chloe and Adonis moments. The flashbacks that they give us about them looking at the stars and the scars and bruises on Chloe's body. It tells the story. And for that, Adonis's growth from that, he sees that there's more to this. There's actually more to look at this as a way of, well, I can't believe this. But you see what I'm saying? That's what Adonis is. So I get that. He's not wrong. But again, overall though, this was a good episode. I see like a little bit of a growth in Adonis. I'm not giving a full growth. I mean, like he did. He took one for the team. And instead of reviving Chloe, he brought back Dorica. So I'm proud of for that. I really am. I really am. I know people don't think it's the right choice. I mean, yeah, but this was the right choice. Because again, you go back to it and you think to yourself, oh, the whole premise of this entire season was to bring back Chloe. But now they was like, oh no, we're not doing that. And then with Adonis, like, no, we're gonna change the season. We're gonna change this course. Instead of bringing back, let's bring back Dorica. So we know where this is gonna lead to, guys. This is gonna lead to a massive, massive war now. Given the fact that Adonis made, I know people think it's the wrong choice for the witches, but this was the right choice for him. So we'll see where this goes. So I look forward for next week's episode of the Kingdoms of Ruin, and let's see where this is gonna lead to. And I know where this is gonna go, and I ain't gonna like it, but it's gonna be what it is. So stay tuned for next week.